Shane McConkey redefined what is possible on skis for a living, and even at 39 years old, he continued to push. However, even his most devoted fans questioned whether extreme athletes had gone too far after he died in an outrageous stunt. Already one of the most influential skiers in the world, Shane McConkey changed everything, including the way we skied powder and the shape of our boards. Among his peers in the skiing community, he was known as Cliff Huxtable, the guy who would ski the big lines others would never dare, and stick to the landings of 400-foot jumps with the aid of a parachute. Shane McConkey, one of the modern skiing world's most innovative, daring, and talented skiers, died after a midair mishap in Italy's Dolomite mountains. He was 39. It'll be a long, long time before our sport experiences another person like him, said friend and fellow professional skier Chris Anthony of Vail. As far as skiing goes, he's got to be in the top 10 most important and influential people in our industry. The Dolomites, which is a breathtaking mountain range in northeastern Italy, served as the canvas for Shane McConkey's final, fateful adventure. The Dolomites in Italy are like a dream for people who love doing stuff outside. You can hike, climb rocks, ski, and go mountain climbing there. There are tons of trails and paths all over the place. Sponsored by RedBull, McConkey embarked on a mission that would test not only his skills, but also the limits of what was deemed possible in extreme sports. McConkey, who skied at the University of Colorado before moving to Vail to compete in the Pro Mogul Tour and deliver pizza in the early 1990s, touched on almost every aspect of the sport, from gates to the X Games, from mountains to big bumps. McConkey managed to make his mark on virtually every discipline, but his innovation as an early advocate and designer of wide powder skis with radical reverse camber designs will define much of his legacy in the industry. As a skier, McConkey's radical pursuit of the hybrid sport of ski base is what will be remembered most. A pioneer of ski base, essentially skiing off massive cliffs with a parachute, McConkey had more than 200 successful jumps on his resume. Ultimately, the dangerous discipline would be his undoing. That last morning, they took the Sassapordoi cable car up to the summit. At 9,685 feet, deep in Italy's Dolomite Alps, Sassapordoi is more of a destination for tourists and hikers than a ski resort. Cliffs nearly entirely surround its tabletop summit. However, marked ski runs didn't interest Shane McConkey or JT Holmes. Their presence was due to the cliffs. They clipped in and skied about 300 vertical feet across the plateau before navigating a sloping ledge. They took off their skis and put on crampons because the snow was hard and almost icy. Overnight, it had started to snow, and they had succeeded in setting off a small slab avalanche that tore out from under them and thundered hundreds of feet down the side. After pausing to gather their thoughts, they continued and arrived at their destination just before 2 p.m. In summer, McConkey had jumped this cliff before, and ski basing it has been on his to-do list ever since. Now that he was pushing 40, he checked items off that list as fast as possible. They threw stones over the edge and timed the fall to determine the height of the cliff. Holmes heard one smack at the scree field at the base 11 seconds later. They estimated the height of the cliff to be at least 1,400 feet. Holmes recalls that the trees in the valley appeared to be very small, which gave them comfort in knowing that they might be able to perform a stunt that no one else had ever attempted, a simultaneous ski wingsuit base jump. After sending a precipitous hanging snowfield, McConkey and Holmes would leap directly off the edge of the cliff, discarding their skis and spreading their arms and legs to reveal a wingsuit. They swoop out over the valley like flying squirrels, steering the wingsuit with their arms, and then finally throw their chutes to land. The entire event would be filmed by 2 camera crews for Matchstick Productions, the top producer of ski films worldwide. At last, the light was ideal for filming at 5:30 p.m. Putting on their intended release straps, the men once more tested their bindings. Perfect release conditions were met for both sets. All set, JT radioed to the film crew. "Dropping," he exclaimed, as he bent down the hill and executed 6 powerful, elegant spins before pointing his skis in the direction of the edge and taking off into the clear. After performing 2 rapid backflips, Holmes pulled on the straps and detached his skis, extending his arms and legs and arching his back to allow the wingsuit to catch the wind. Before the sharp sound of his chute crashing open reverberated up the cliff and across the valley, he had been flying away from the wall for 15 to 20 seconds. Holmes didn't give the tiny trees in the valley much thought as he descended to the snow. Instead, he turned and pointed his helmet camera back up the cliff, ready to record his best friend's jump. But McConkey did not show up. Holmes later saw exactly what had happened when he made himself watch the helmet cam footage of his friend. Shortly after, McConkey leaped and hit the kicker precisely. However, only his right ski detached when he pulled the release straps after landing his flips. His left ski remained attached to his boot. Even worse, his body was still attached to both skis as the right ski had become entangled in the left one. McConkey's free fall grew more erratic as he gained momentum. His chute would get tangled if he threw it, going straight into his skis. The RedBull-sponsored athlete experienced problems in the air after launching from a cliff in the Dolomites after a few days, and never managed to deploy his parachute. Witnesses filming the stunt for Matchstick Productions and RedBull said he was unable to release one of his skis after doing a double backflip off a cliff standing more than 400 feet, sending him into an uncontrollable spin. According to a statement from RedBull, Italian emergency responders arrived within minutes and pronounced him dead at the scene. However, JT saw that Shane remained calm despite the dire circumstances. They had discussed this situation. As he fell to earth, Shane reached down and worked methodically to manually release the binding, trying to get the right ski off. At last it broke free. McConkey was able to quickly throw his chute by flipping onto his belly as both skis shot out of his body. However, he had already descended for 9 seconds at that point, and the ground was directly in front of him, speeding towards him at almost 110 miles per hour. Shane McConkey wearing his ski boots was a fitting choice. It's debatable whether or not it was inevitable. A once-in-a-generation athlete, McConkey had not only changed how people skied, but also the ski itself. He invented pontoon-style powder skis, which are quickly becoming the norm for soft snow, and he also sparked the fat ski revolution in the mid-1990s. McConkey was also well known for his accessible, friendly, and shaggy appearance. He was also known for his quirky sense of humor, which he reportedly borrowed from Beavis and Butthead, whether it was as his alter ego Saucer Boy, a neon Bogner-jacketed Jack Daniels-drinking, saucer-riding, ass-grabbing caricature of Shane McConkey. He was always jesting. You felt as though you knew McConkey even though you had never met him. In April, his memorial service at Squaw drew over 2,000 attendees, and innumerable videos of him appeared on YouTube. Ski towns from Chile to Bulgaria mourned him. Snowboarder Jeremy Jones named an unnamed peak in Alaska Mount McConkey, and a friend honored him by plunging naked down one of Shane's favorite steep runs. In the Dolomites, Shane McConkey left an indelible mark on the world of extreme sports, which is a mark of tragedy and a testament to the pursuit of passion and the unwavering spirit of those who dare to defy gravity. The accident may have claimed a life, but immortalized a legend. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comment section below. For more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to always be updated with the latest news as soon as it's uploaded. Thanks for watching. See you again soon in the next one.